Hello Mallards, it is Saturday. I am unclipping a bunch of power cables and rearranging them a little bit to make them better for my life. But look, there's a fresh water tank. And it has a vent and an inlet, and it's attached. Dad did all that. And he had to do a lot because it turns out that the place that you're supposed to screw in the supports was not actually set up for that. So we had to Dremel them out. So yeah, we're making progress and it's gonna be awesome. Also, I finally got that panel to stick. I shouldn't say that, but it's sticking right now. And so here's hoping. Dad's tools apparently have a spider protector. Look at her. What a good guard spider. Keeps all sorts of unwanted out of the bracket drawer. Update time, Dad has put in my sink. Look at that. There's a whole sink there. That's not where it's gonna go permanently, but that's where it's gonna go for this trip. Also, the water tank has a drain and there's a pump down there. Can't see it from here because the bed is down, but we're moving forward. I can't remember what was already in it the last update, but the pump is here and water runs up to the sink, which has a faucet and a control and a little board to sit and rattle. And then we've drilled this hole, which will eventually become a bigger hole, which eventually the drain will go through. And under here, Dad has installed the gray water tank, which is hard to see, but there it is. So things are really coming along. We're gonna have a whole water system by the end of the day. We might even put water in it. It does. My dad has cramps in his calf, but it looks more like there's some sort of creature under his skin trying to escape. Oh, that one you can't see as well. This one you can really see. It's insane.
All right, I'm getting up.
We did it. There's a whole gray water tank down there. And by we, I mean mostly Dad. I held some things up, but he did all of the work. And now we just need to dig a hole for the drain and run that in. And then on the other side, figure out the valve to drain it out of the tank. Oh, I'm so excited. I'd also like to mention that while we were doing all this, I did cut 2 more panels and I changed a bunch of wiring and rerouted it through here because I removed the foam panel that's there because I didn't want it. So other things have been happening too. We are finishing for the night. Dad swept out the shop. The van has moved outside. It has a freshwater tank with a drain and an outlet and now I've just forgotten the word. A place to let air out. What's the word? A vent. There we go. An vent. And we also have a pump that is hooked up to the freshwater tank and then also hooked up to a faucet in a sink that is got its own stand, so it's held up in the van. And then under the van, we have a gray water tank that also has a vent and a sensor. Does the sensor connect to anything? No, not yet, but that's a later problem. And then we've got piping that we need to get the water from the sink drain down into the tank. And then hopefully piping to get it from that to a valve so I can dump it. But overall, Dad did a lot of work today and I assisted. And I'm very happy with where everything is. And we will do more of it when I see you tomorrow.
That was a mistake. I have a lot of paint on my hands. Ugh.